Okay, we're finally seeing some red dots. Let's look at the replay. Okay, no combat. Could be good. Just to make sure I'm not imagining it. Yep, there's no combat. Let's have a look around. What do we have here? Recon. Yay. Okay. It's a good sign. Question is, how fast is he? He's moving fast. Holy fuck. 7 miles an hour. That's not that fast. It's probably only two hexes maybe. Because he's moving along the slope, so that's gonna add. That's actually going to be 3, and if he moved in that one, yeah. So it might be 2 hexes. He might have moved another one. I don't know. So he's moving fast enough that we spotted him. Now I don't know if any mine moved. It's one of the annoying things is you can't tell how fast you moved in the previous because at the beginning of the turn your speed is suddenly 0 again. I don't know. Okay, well there's no other dots, so let's check suppression. Formation leaders first. Okay, so now we'll keep an eye out for who can see things while we're doing this. Okay, none of that infantry can actually see him, apparently. Okay, I finally found somebody who can see an enemy. Well, that makes sense. And so only spotted by 1. Okay. So far. Not seen from there, so... Okay. Yeah, so we better run into each other. Like, really, really hard here. Okay, well. Okay, well, let's get going. Shouldn't be any suppression, of course, because I never actually got fired at. There's been no combat yet, so nothing really, really bad's happened. Let's see. Well, let's look around for a bit since we're zoomed out. Yes, apparently that's all we can see. Scout is moving fast enough, but whoever's behind him is either well hidden or it's moving very slowly. Don't think he can see anything else. Just managed to be in an area where you couldn't see anything else. Okay, so now the question is he in front or is he behind of the units that are moving up on this side? Hmm. No way to know. There's no way to know. None of these ones will be able to see anything past the buildings. No. Okay, so look around just in case. And because the way spotting works in the game, yeah, it's entirely possible that something's in your line of sight, but the unit doesn't see it at this instant. So when you actually turn the unit, it actually takes another the spotting the spotting algorithms are executed again apparently. This is what I've read. So you actually get another spotting opportunity every time you turn. But of course, turning into the same direction the way I'm doing sometimes is probably not very helpful because I think you only get one chance per direction. Otherwise, you could spend an hour doing that, and hopefully you'll trigger some random thing, and you might spot something that you didn't spot before. So, yeah. So I kind of do overdo it, I think, but or maybe I don't do it enough. I don't know. 'Cause I do miss a lot, unfortunately. Um, and something I need to work on because not seeing things in this game is pretty much fatal, I think. It's also one of the reasons why I'm not really successful against in play-by-email yet, because I think I'm not just because I don't know exactly what's going on, so I'm not making my plans accordingly. Hmm. Okay, he's now no longer in line of sight, so he can move up a little faster, I think. Hmm. Okay, so there's really not much point in slowing down. Recon. I'm because I don't really have a lot of experience with urban. I'm not sure what to do. I guess the recon should still be pushing in front of it because they're least likely to be spotted. However, they also have a high chance of being killed outright. um, Although at this range, I think even the infantry squads would be quite troubled by being fired at such close range. So what are we gonna do here? The billion-dollar question. Inflation, you know. $64 billion question. Hmm. Well, I can't see anything there. So we need to correct that. But he's actually a four-man squad, so chances are he's actually better armed than my two-man squad. So I don't really want him running into him head on, although it looks like that's unavoidable at the moment. Okay, so I'm Probably better putting him in the building. However, that's not gonna help line of sight. Well, this is height 20 stone building. Okay, that's not too bad. That in theory, let's see. No, it won't. Height 15 wooden building. Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea of him to move up in along here. That would at least give him some cover. So I think, yeah, he should move into the building. That's not really going to help. Now he's probably in front of whatever. I mean, yet none of these nothing's changed here. The victory X's are still the same as they were. I didn't check that at the beginning. So if there's infantry moving up behind him, they haven't reached there yet, or there's infantry moving up on this side as well. Very likely both, actually. Okay, we'll put him. He's out of line of sight now, so he might go into line of sight of something else. Can we see that? I'm not sure that we can. Yes, we can. We can see that building. That's about it. So I have 2 units that have line of sight onto that building there. And actually 3 units, so that's okay. Okay, so I'll put him here. Now you can see him now. He moved in his line of sight, so risky. But 1 hex compared to what he was doing, so chances are not. There's a chance he won't see me. I mean, he's moving he's moving at more than 1 hex to see what kind of reaction he gets, what kind of reaction he gets from me. So standard stuff. Now this actually height 20, but this is at height 50. What is that building actually at? So we can see that building and that building, but not that one. Because keeping in mind that this is a height 5 slope, this is height 5 slope, so this is not on the slope, so this is actually on the height 10. this is actually on the same level as. Yeah, it's hard to tell. I mean, that's not height 20. Buildings are so annoying. Because that's not. I mean, this is not height 20. It's the building that's making it height 20. It's so confusing. It's so confusing. I don't know how long they can stay there. Okay, so let's have a look. What else can he see? Well, probably not much. As is typical for urban. Okay. Should move the infantry first. No. Nope. Let's move this one first. Yeah, so I think it's a good idea if in the previous turn I thought probably I moved these scouts that way, and I think I'm gonna stick with that. I think I'll move them back and then along that side. At the moment I don't see any reason for them to move forward for the infantry, so I don't think they haven't been seen by. Actually, they're line of sight from this side. They've probably been spotted from over here, though. Okay, so move back. And we'll move him that way, just to keep them together. Okay. Okay, if he's there. Okay, okay, so we got safe to assume that I won't be seeing anybody here until I get really close. Currently we are. So 4x's from the slope. I think it has been enough time for them to have moved in to there without me. Am I seeing them? No, I don't think so. If they've gotten to that position, I would have seen them already because that would require moving quite fast. So they've got to be a little further back, I think. Okay, we'll move them. We'll move him forward there. Okay, well, not gonna move him yet. On this side, however, he's had plenty of time to get into a good defensive position, so these guys cannot be moving too fast when the firing starts. Um, we'll keep him on the road, and scouts. Okay, so the Kubelwagen is out and open again, so you can actually see anything that happens. Okay, so infantry. He needs to move over here. So that he can move up here. I've decided whether some of these can move again. He's getting a little bit left behind. Can probably move into there, I think. Risky. Because if there's somehow an enemy units up here already, then, well, you'll find out the very, very hard way. I have to consider the possibility of that. I don't know, but I don't know how likely it is. It might just be not actually very likely. Okay, LNG is not very helpful there because he doesn't have any line of sight. So, I'll put him here. Well, you will see him when he moves into there. So might as well leave him there. Should get one of the LMGs up here, I think. So, well. But not that one. So we'll move this one up, I think. Well, okay, now this area is quite awkward, I think. These trees are not helping me at all. Okay, there's a height 1 year, that's the problem. So these trees are too far back, and there's really not enough trees up here to provide decent cover. So they need attempt at using those as some a line. Seems like a pretty weak idea at the moment. So I don't know where to put them then. Putting them out in the mixed area is quite not good for them. No, absolutely no concealment from there. The trees at least are a little bit. I mean, it's not great, but it's not as bad as being out in a mixed hex. So yeah. So the best plan I think is to move him towards there. You can see him from there. I move this one over here. So he's got line of sight up through the side, but it's not going to be as helpful. But it's better than nothing. It's better than being behind here. I'll leave him there for the moment. We'll leave him there for the moment. Let's keep them. This is a bit crowded here already, so let's not make it any worse. One of the reasons I want to move the scouts over here, so like, well, they'll have line of sight past this area, maybe, hopefully, and at the same time they might not be seen, so they allow me to keep an eye what's going on from a distance. Just to have line of sight. They won't be able to spot things that are moving very slowly, but if something fires, at least there's some scouts that might see it. Okay, needs to have moved. Haven't moved him yet. I would put him on the road. Actually put him in front of the scout, which is not what I want. that movement was very predictable, so we'll see how that works out. um, move him here. His line of sight is terrible up that way, unfortunately. You can hit the high ground here though, so that's adequate for now. Mainly concerned with them being able to hit stuff down here if anything moves up. Yeah, I just realized I didn't look around with them after I moved them. Okay, good. We're starting to get a line of sight into there. Does the scout have it too? Yes. Good. Okay. So if anything moves very fast into one of these X's, we might see it. Because there's a chance. Yeah, that might happen. Yeah, I didn't look around with these ones as well. Okay. So there's only visible there, so we'll take the risk of moving another hex. He's still visible to there. However, if I put him right behind the building, actually, he won't be seen. Using the magic of the opponent only sees the end point of your movement, and if he can't see that hex where you end your movement, he can't see you. Hand wavy. Hand wavy line of sight. Play by email magic, yes. Yeah, like that. So I moved him very fast, but he ended up behind the building. Basically, he ran across there, but because he ended up behind the building, nobody knows he's there. Because my opponent won't see that intermediate movement, which he might have seen in a solitaire game. If his units was there, he would have seen the computer player's unit moving up there, because it would actually show you that in a solitaire enemy turn, like a computer player's turn. Okay, so that's done. Need to consider moving the tanks up because they're now starting to get a little bit behind, I think. But not too bad yet. I'm actually moved them out this turn to have a look around to see if what sort of line of sight I can just figure out what they can shoot at. Figure out some pre-plan some hexes that I could use ahead of time to hit things rather than figuring it out when I need it. Because worst thing is trying to figure out line of sight when you're gonna get shot at, right? Okay, so they've moved. They have moved. These guys have not. Okay, well. Yeah, is a classic gap in my line here. 1,000 points just feels like such a small force for this, even on the small maps. It is actually a small force for the small maps. I think the small maps are intended for about 2,000 points, or thereabouts, 1,500. So yeah, 1,000 points probably isn't quite what the game designers had in mind for a small map. But anyway, gotta start somewhere. Right, now the question is where to put these. I don't really want to move the LMGs up to year anymore because I have a pretty good idea that he's moving up through year. If he's moving up along year, I can assume that some guys are behind them here and probably about year as well. So this very likely a scout year, and that LMGs are not going to be in a good be able to take on. Well, they can take on a scout unit possibly, but not much more than that. Not by themselves, and they're there to cover this advance. So. But I don't know where to put them. The problem remains here is that I don't know. The line of sight here is so bad that it's almost necessary to put them out in the open. I actually don't need any more LMGs here because I don't need any more machine guns here because I've got these units and I've got the heavy machine gun. So it's better off if they actually move this way to help those out. But I don't know. Okay, well they can cover that side. So maybe, well, he's got that covered. Not so much that side. So we'll keep moving this way, but put him in here. Okay. But that's the wrong way to use an LMG. What can I do? These units are this platoon in the center is possibly in deep trouble at the moment. I'm thinking maybe moving them another maybe 2 hexes here just to get them moved up a little bit closer. He's got to know exactly where they are, and actually moving 2 hexes is going to reduce the chance of mortar fire like being predictable. Because I just moved in a straight line here, and I moved 2 hexes the last turn. I don't know. What think about it. And they're slightly further back, so there's a better chance of them actually, if they get shot at, that's the time I want it to happen. Okay, so I'm going to continue to move him forward. This one will probably move back to here, I think. Mortar there. leave him there. Don't know. Leave him there. I think we'll leave him there. We'll leave him there too. I think. That was a mistake to move him. Could move him back. I mean, he's out of line of sight. So, and this, as far as I know, because there was no line of sight to any risky hexes from this one. Nah, we'll leave it. Doesn't matter. Actually, want to leave him here because he's got line of he's got some line of sight over to that side, and the more units they can see into that area, the better. But it's not really all that helpful. But we'll leave him there for now. Okay, so these units are in line of sight, right? Yep. Okay, and he didn't move, so that's good. Okay, what else are we doing here? It's not perfect. We can't see everywhere, but we can see most places. There's a few areas where the line of sight is cut off. But we can see it from there, so if anything fires more than once, we'll see it. Okay, lots of units have line of sight into useful areas so far. Moving closer to the action. Okay, so any artillery we need to call in? No, I don't think so. Nothing obvious we can do. None of the infantry have line of sight on that, and he won't have until he moves up. One more hex in the next turn. So LMG's moving over there. This one's moving over there. And yeah, well, that'll have to do. Now, am I going to move them again? Um, no, actually, what I might do next turn is I might move the scouts, because now we don't really have good line of sight here, and so don't know what's up ahead. On the other end, if I move them forward and the infantry can't see, then that doesn't really help. So what I'm going to do, actually, because he's on the road, so I might as well move him here. So I don't want to move him 2x's. Well, if I move him 2x's on the road, that would be very obvious. But he's not going to have any... if someone takes a shot at him, then that's it. Actually, no, he's a bad unit to move to if I'm going to do that. No, we won't. Let's not. We'll wait until we can get these up a little bit. Move this one onto the building, which will take 2 turns because he's going to have to move across the road. I could do it. I mean, it wouldn't matter. It'll be obvious that there's some heavy machine gun there, though, and that's maybe not what I want. Well, we'll see next turn. Okay, I think let's check ranges, and that'll be it. So I don't see any need for artillery. Can't really see what I can do here yet. I think the scouts need to move that way. They'll keep doing that. Yeah, I'm thinking it might be a good idea to move him up as well. If I do that, it is awkward because it puts him in the open, and I don't know. I don't know. See, the annoying thing is this height 1, right? The random maps can be quite amazing. I mean, that it would throw that in and just to annoy me. Random number generator has a let's annoy Tom value in it. Yes. Let's leave it like that. See what develops. And it is something I might do. Let's get through this first. actually, I know what I'm going to do next turn on that one, assuming nothing else changes. No, should I leave him out in the open? Yeah, not a bad thing. Does make him vulnerable though, because he's going to be, he's very likely to be spotted. Anyway, moving on. Yeah. So one thing I was gonna do is find my spotter. If I can find my spotter somewhere here. Okay, so let's just have a look. Okay, so he's in range. So the mortars don't have to move. Okay, so the 81 millimeter mortars don't have to move. The light mortars are a bit out of position here. They may need to move further forward. I'm actually thinking they may need to move further up this way. Because this area is going to be this where they're going to be needed the most. Okay, so we have range here. Oh, he moved, so that doesn't even count. Okay, so next turn. Yeah, I think these guys should move this way just to get their range down. And the LMGs are probably better off on this side. So they'll actually start moving that way. But it's not much point in moving them now. Actually, there is a point in moving them now because he moved already. So try and get the light mortars in closer, I think. Yeah. But we'll leave them now. We'll leave it for now. So final question. Leave him there. There's plenty of infantry around. He's not really needed as an additional target. So let's actually put him back, but in a slightly different position maybe. I did say I wanted to move the tanks up to have a look around. Maybe I'll still do that. Oh, because the tanks can move up to about here. Yeah, in order to fire out of the orchard, they have to get all the way like to the front of it. There's no if they move if they a little bit back here closer to the tree, then they wouldn't be able to see anything anyway. The sides are a little bit more difficult to guess at. Okay, we'll leave them there. this turn. This turn. Okay. Let's zoom in the turn. Okay, no artillery yet. No artillery. Next turn, maybe.